Gabos. The name of the game is Gabos. Game ain't based on sympathy. If you got sympathy in this spot, you ain't gonna never make it. You ain't gonna never make it.
Hello and welcome back to Gabos Sports. I know it's been a long while. We don't want to hear it. We've been busy. We've been doing other things. We came back today as a generous treat to you, the people. But don't forget, we don't owe any of you guys a goddamn thing. So there'll be no explanation as to why we've been absent. We will just simply return, give our views, drop a few interesting nuggets of information, and then we may never return. And you'll be poorer for it. With that being said, I'm joined by an all-star duo, Mr. 100. His take solid like a brick wall. Take it away.
Thanks for the meaningful introduction, my boy. Yeah, you know what? We've been away, but we've been really studying the game. And there's a couple of things I'm itching to get off my chest, man. Couple of things I'm itching. So I'm excited for this one, man. Excited for this one. East, where you at, mate? Where are you at?
Yes. Bro, I've been away for a minute. I'm camera shy now, bro. I feel awkward in front of this camera. But listen, no better place to come back than Champions League week. Very interesting things.
I thought you were going to say no better place to come back than being in Egypt, and that would have been a huge lie.
Let's not talk about Egypt, innit?
Right, let's get going, man.
No, undisclosed location. I'll tell you whose location is disclosed. I'm coming to you right now from a very dreary Anfield, where the treble became a double on Tuesday night, and the tears of Mo Salah were those tears because he's just played his last ever Champions League campaign with Liverpool, or were they tears because the Ballon d'Or is going to probably be out of sight now? What do we think? Why was he crying, bruv?
Bro, first and foremost, we all watched the tie and we spoke about it, and it was a good watch. Yeah. So first and foremost, I'd like to take this minute to just round of applause for PSG.
Yeah, I agree.
We're gonna have to just credit where credit's due. I think all of us, I think Booty, who's not on this pod because he's out having a group dinner at 33 years old. I think he wants to call the win for PSG. So I rate it. I respect that. I think PSG has always been a team like, oh yeah, maybe, but we never really believed, and they really came through. Now, going over to the Salah conversation, those tears, man, there's a third option for those tears. And I think those tears are because he dropped a howler of a howler. That's why he was crying, my friend. Listen, man. Oh, bro, breaking records in the Prem. Oh, he spoke to Wenger and now he's changed the way he plays. He's very smart. How about this? How about he's had some fortune? How about don't tell me this guy's turned into Einstein and now his whole game is different? Look, man, output is there. He gets his credit. He gets the ratings he deserves in the Prem. But boy, oh boy, back-to-back games, genuinely one of the worst showings I've seen from a guy that's meant to be Ballon d'Or contender or Ballon d'Or favorite. One of the worst showings. And there's another one that's also up there that had a bad game yesterday. We'll get to that. But Mo Salah, for those guys defending him, listen, we can rate him. We can give him credit for all he's done at Liverpool, the main man. He's getting them the Prem. But you have to call a spade a spade. And that game, he got locked up by Mendes.
Both legs.
Bro. The worst thing is Iga, yeah? I got guys telling me, nah, he was good second game because they're comparing it to the first game where he had absolutely nothing to give, yeah? Second game, he may have done a bit more, yeah? But, bro, genuinely, for me, I think Salah wins them games. I think Salah lost them that game because, bro, they kept forcing it to Salah, if you noticed. The Van Dijk ping, he got so much of the ball, but nothing was given, bro. Final product was horrendous. Oh, that's my take on the Salah conversation.
Look, I mean, I wholeheartedly agree with you regarding the stinker. But look, the very last Gabos video that we posted, and one of the TikToks, I mean, I literally blatantly said I've been on this guy's case. I said, look, bro, if he does win, he'll be the worst Ballon d'Or winner that I can remember winning. In terms of like, bro, aesthetically, just his style. Bro, there's no way he's the best in the world. Like, if we're giving this guy the award, we're giving him purely stats. And obviously he's impacting games and all the rest of it. But like, when you look at like Dembele on the other side, you look at Rafinha, you look at even Yamal, yeah. You look at Harry Kane, who's kind of quietly going about his business, but he put on another monster showing the other night. You look at a few of these guys, yeah, and they just bring more to the table, bro, from a viewing perspective. Issa, what do you think, man? Obviously, you're in Mo's homestead. What is the vibe on the streets?
I got to be careful what I say here, bro. But listen, listen, Salah's never been known, especially in Europe, as a big player, bro. Like, listen, he's done his bit. We can't knock him in the Premier League. Listen, he's putting up numbers. I'm not a big fan of his style of play. I think he's effective, but he's not easy on the eye to watch. He does get the job done. Like, we can't deny that. But bro, when it comes to them rounds in the Champions League against big teams, bro, it's sink or swim in it. And this guy sunk twice in a row.
Yeah.
But that's not to take anything away from PSG, because PSG, bro, what a team! Like, when you watch them now, you can see everyone's working hard. Everyone's sort of playing for each other. When they had players like Mbappe, who just stand there, wait for the ball to come to him, then he'll wake up. It wasn't really working. But now, bro, Dembele looking like a different player. Kvaratskhelia, whatever his name is, solid player. Vitinha, all of these players, but all of this. I think PSG will go the whole way.
Bro, I can't believe I gave a round of applause to PSG and I didn't single out Vitinha, bro. Vitinha played that game, bro. I swear to God, I've always rated him, and you guys know this, however.
You've given him his props for time. I'll give you that.
Yesterday's game, he actually went levels up, bro. He controlled the game. 115th minute, and this guy is like, when he gets the ball, PSG, when they play out of the back, when they play tiki-taka in the middle, it's all through him, bro. When he turns it on, when he realizes we need to keep the ball, I think he's got energy for days, which helps him. It allows him to do that. But also the confidence on the ball. Vitinha for me was outstanding, both legs, man. Phenomenal player. But yeah, like you said, PSG, bro, one of the most exciting teams to watch right now. I think there will be criticism, which is like, bro, like, to be fair, like, you usually get punished for not putting away your chances, but against Liverpool they didn't get punished, right? Because Liverpool were just quite poor in the final third. But yeah, that exciting trio, bro. That's a very exciting trio, man. 60 mil for what's his name? You told me,
Kvaratskhelia.
That guy, Kvaratskhelia. And you know what? If you watch the games, some of his teammates were sometimes frustrated that he shot, but bro, all his shots look so threatening, bro. He's got that finesse whip.
He was getting corners. He would have scored goals in that first leg, bro, had it not been for one of the all-time great games from Alisson, right? Now, in the first leg, they were calling it a robbery, which it was. Like, but fair play to Liverpool. They were resilient. They stayed the course. They didn't shit the bed. The thing is, though, in the game on Tuesday, bro, you know what the crazy thing is? Vitinha and João Neves, who also needs to get his accolades. He deserves some accolades as well. That's Portugal's starting midfield. The only problem is, unfortunately, in front of them is Bruno. That's so it's a big downgrade when they go to a national team. But bro, the chemistry there between those two guys, like for that kind of a midfield, bro, like for them to just like intrinsically know when one's going up, the other one's kind of covering. When one's in a tight space, the other one knows exactly where to run to get the easy pass. Like it was.
Do you know what? I haven't followed PSG in the league, but bro, the whole team from keeper to forward, everyone's just levels, bro. They just look so good.
Dogs.
They work the way that team's been built. Everyone complements each other.
I'll be honest, bro. I'll be honest. They've been coached that beating the press. That's one of the most impressive teams I've watched this season beating the press, bro. And usually I see some like coaches touches on the pitch, right? In this case, bro, every single time it came from Donnarumma, went out to left back Mendes. He'll play it back to the centre back. Mendes goes all the way up. Vitinha tucks in. They follow Vitinha. Ball over the top to Mendes, bro. It was on repeat. And you know the chemistry you mentioned in the midfield, Eagle, bro. You know, like sometimes 1-2s, it's like the most staple thing. You read it. You should be able to read it. Football. These guys are doing the bread and butter so perfectly. Like the balls are just no one's stopping them, bro.
Go on.
I was gonna say I think the youth as well, and Budi quoted this mentioned as well. The youth, bro, just the legs. I think McAllister, although he had like bright spells, these men are shattered, bro. They look it. McAllister actually looks shattered, bro. If you look at, he had that KDB redness about him.
I was going to say literally two things, and this is two things that I've been saying on this podcast since the very beginning, and I've been saying this even before this podcast on the group chats. I have rated Luis Enrique, bruv. And Baz, you will know this for a fact, bro. I've rated this guy for so long, bro. I think this guy is such a sick coach. And second of all, PSG are doing what PSG should have done from the very beginning of the project. And they asked, what's his name? Nasser Al-Khalifi? Whatever his name is, the weird chairman guy. They asked him, they were like, you've gone through all these periods of bringing stars in, like internationally recognized superstars, but now it's like a bit more of a local or homegrown flavor about the team. Like they're getting like Desiree Doué, what a player he's going to be as well. But bro, imagine being PSG, like, and not just getting French guys from Paris to play for your team. The whole world is buying these guys, the Camavingas and all these guys, and you're going for international. You're trying to get Dave Beckham on loan when you got bloody,
even to be able to take off Bacola, on the 60th minute, who I think is a great player. I just don't think he gets enough of the ball. Maybe he needs to demand it more. Whatever. Taking him off, and then like you said, the depth in the squad, and it's not names, bro. It's the depth in guys that like to play ball, bro. You know what I mean? Everyone that came on, bro. Even what's his name? What's that guy's name? Light skin left wing he came on. Is Zaire? Yeah.
Zaire
play, bro. And the chemistry, like you said, I think the chemistry, a bunch of light skinned French guys just absolutely kicking it about, bro.
Did you not clock Dembele is like he looked like he was chasing loose balls, bro. He's just pressing for no reason. But then everyone jumps with him, bro. It's crazy how they play, bro. They just jump forward with him.
And you know what? Well, I would have never expected it from him. He's like mature a bit in that. You know, I never expected Dembele to be. He's a mature kind of player. Yeah. He's doing things, even though he's not like old. He's like the eldest of that gang. You know what I mean? He's like the main man. I respect it, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for PSG.
Do you have them going
now? Obviously, they've got Aston Villa next, bro.
Oh, Villa, yeah, Villa.
They've got Aston Villa. Aston Villa obviously being a tough game. Aston Villa's a tough game, man. Like, and they're going up against the specialist in creating upsets, bro. In Emirates, it's not going to be the same game. Like they're going to play some cagey style, man. Like what they did to Bayern Munich and all these other clubs. And we'll get to them. We'll get to Aston Villa. But I think the next game I want to cover off is obviously the second leg of the Madrid derby. One that is going to be remembered forever for some controversial decision making. But I think before we get to that penalty incident, I mean, what do we make of the actual game? Obviously, on the night, 1-0. It was Gallagher who scored in under a minute. In a game that when it first started and you see Conor Gallagher score that goal, you think, oh my God, we're going to be in for an absolute goal fest. That's why I thought. I was like, well, okay, here we go. But it ended up being a very entertaining game, but just more for like the tension reasons than like just like a festival of goals. But Do we think the right team won? Issa, I want to start with you on this one.
Do you know what? Yeah, I was very impressed with Atletico Madrid. I think they played so well. Do you know what? What's his name? Rodrigo de Paul. When he went off injured, it was like a kind of a big loss for them. Although he looked like he was cooked, but he's like an important player in that team. But you know what it is? Yeah, Madrid, for all the players they have, just something is not clicking in that team. So I don't know whether that gave Atletico more of a chance, or Atletico were just like, you know, like how Simeone plays. He plays deep, resilient, robust. I think it didn't work to Madrid's favor, that kind of game. But I don't know, maybe just too much quality in the end from Madrid. I don't know what it is, but I was very impressed with Atletico. And bro, for points in the game, I thought they might be favorites to be going through.
Bro,
I agree, man.
One thing I'd say, so I think the wrong team won. I think Atletico should have won. But at the same time, I do think Atletico will be disappointed in themselves, man. I think there was, I want to say, there wasn't a clear-cut chances that they should have tucked away. But you know that one step before a clear-cut chance, they had so many of that, bro. That one step before that, the Griezmann is like in and around the box, does a lousy pass, or like a cross is not good enough. And like the most exciting things I think that happened for them is like Alvarez when he kept taking shots and they were from a distance. But I just feel like they got into the 18-yard box. And maybe the occasion, I think sometimes Madrid is huge to play, even though they were at home. Maybe it was a bit of that, but the final product was missing. I would have liked to see Atletico go through. I love Simeone. I love the way he got these guys. Gallagher, bro. Some dog, bro. I like the ball.
By the way, that goal.
Yeah, bro.
That was a beautifully worked team goal, man. It was really a very good goal.
Bro, they had a few of them good plays, bro. Like they'll catch Madrid on the counter, they'll play them out, like and get far up into the field. But it's just that final one. And when it went to pens, I initially I thought, you know what, Atletico have this, but then, bro, I think Courtois is a beast in goal.
Yeah.
But there was also some shit pans, fatigue. By the way, if you watched the game, did you see some of the players in like the extra time, bro? Like some of them looked just dead, even on the Madrid side. Like Vinny had a shocker. Like it was
Vinny pulling himself out before penalties. Let's not talk about that because he was sprinting like nothing after when Madrid won the penalty shootout.
What did he? Wait, I missed that. Did he take himself off? Nah, did he?
He was subbed off. He was looking like he was cooked. And even the commentators, they're like, bro, where has he got these sprints from now after the penalty shootout is done?
Adrenaline, innit? Listen, man, Vinny, I'm gonna get onto him like I did with Salah. He had a stinker. But for me, he has more in the bank, bro. When you have credit in the bank, you get better loan deals for mortgages, bro. Vinny is gonna get a better deal on mortgage than Salah. So Vinny, for me, has a bit more credit. You know what? Cool, you still went through. That also matters, bro. They still went through. Yeah. If Liverpool still went through, I'm sure Salah would have stayed in the conversation for Ballon d'Or. I think. Also, I want to add across the front three of Madrid. I saw way too much complaining going on as well, man. There's a lot of that ego, bro. Like Bellingham shouts at all of them, bro. I think that he's become like this. I don't know, man. He's like the king of Madrid.
He's him. Bellingham.
I don't know, bro. But I don't know if it's the right dynamics, bro. Like Mbappe kind of throws a strop, so it's a bit of a. They need to fix that.
I saw him shout at Vinny once, which was fair enough. He wanted the ball back, then Vinny lost it. But I think you need that, bro. You need he's not going to sit there and have little man syndrome in it. He's got to show what he's about, and I kind of respect
Bellingham.
Yeah, he has
Bro,
to assert himself.
I can't stand watching him play, man. I can't he is here. He's like, and we all got hoodwinked. Yeah, well, I can't even say hoodwinked, bro, but he's like the ultimate moments player. And that's a very big attribute, by the way. That's not what I'm saying he's a shit player. Like if you're scoring back to back, 90+ minute Classico winners, you clearly got something about.
Hey, Ego, we're gonna have to start. We quoted that maybe 6 months ago or 9 months ago. He's gonna need to show us some more recent stuff, bro, because I think that was his two biggest moments. But we need some more, dude.
No, but I'm just using that to qualify the phenomena of the player. He's a TikTok player, YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can watch his game, you can watch the best, most impressive parts in like a 20-second clip. But like when you watch him 90 minutes and you're just focused and you're zoning in on the guy, bro, it's a lot of huffing and puffing. It's a lot of like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of media training. It's a lot of like it's like when you watch Erdegaard for Arsenal, bro, and you watch him flick his hair 14 times. They got a metric, expected hair flicks, bro. Expected. How many times is he going to do that in a game? No. How many times is he going to try and G up the crowd like in the middle of the game? So I feel like Bellingham's like there's something about him. I know I'm going to get the diversity police on my case, bro. So you just can't enjoy watching the young brother win. But bro, I don't enjoy watching him win.
There's one thing that bothers me as well, yeah, and I usually like this in a player. You know when like a penalty's missed, like for example Liverpool, yeah, when Nunes missed a penalty, none of the Liverpool players wanted to console this guy, but I think someone told Van Dijk, go give him a hug, yeah, and I'm like, you know what, Van Dijk has a moan here and there, but he did it. He's a captain. He went, hugged him, pretended, whatever it is. And then you got Jude, man. And when Vinny missed a pen, or like, I can't remember who else missed a pen, you got Jude going up to them like, yeah, come. You know, and it's just cringe, bro. It's not natural, bro. That's part of the media training, bro. Oh, Jude, we want you to be this captain, like role model. You're a young guy, but with leadership. No, it's forced, it's cringe. And like you said, so much complaining, even to the referees, by the way. Anything. He wants everything and anything, bro. It's a bit of entitlement as well, man.
I think Ancelotti said, but also separate to that, he was saying the last pen was meant to be taken by Endrick, innit? Not Rudiger. Yeah. And he's like, I looked at Endrick's face and I'm like, nah, Rudiger, go take it. It's rubbish. These things are high pressure, innit? So if
Ancelotti said that, or Jude?
Yeah, he's like Endrick was meant to take the winning pen, but I saw his face and he wasn't up for it, innit? So I told Rudiger, go take it.
Did you see Rudiger's run?
That's why Ancelotti's the GOAT, bro.
It's a good celebration.
Yeah. But listen, Atletico, I think they got unlucky falling on that side of the draw, because I think if they were on any other side, probably have a better chance of getting to the final. But it is what it is, isn't it?
Listen, man, let's be honest. At this point in time, it's been 10 years of being unlucky. And we can show this guy respect and we can show this guy props. He took them from being 5th place consistently, not even able to break into the Champions League, to being like consistent, final 16, last 8, semis, finals. Like Atletico are not a surprise if they get very, very deep in a competition, and they've got a distinct style. Nobody wants to play them. Honestly, as an Arsenal fan, I wanted Real Madrid to win because I didn't want to go up against.
I agree with you. I was going to say that.
Yeah, bro. You who wants to play, bro? Okay, we are more than likely going to get absolutely worked by Real Madrid, right? More than likely, yeah. I'm not kidding anyone, but that's more interesting to me than the guarantee of 180 minutes of Simeone sitting back and then pamming us on the counter-attack twice.
Do you know, it's
2 shots on target in 180 minutes.
I think with your current issues that you have up front, creating chances, scoring goals, you'd prefer maybe, although they're a fucking amazing team, you'd prefer Madrid than an Atletico Madrid, in my opinion.
100%, bro. Real Madrid, at least out of sheer confidence, out of sheer like where Real Madrid will come out and have a go and create spaces and make it a bit of a competition. Simeone would never do that, bro. Simeone against a team of Paralympians is playing a low block, bro. There could be 11 guys in a wheelchair. He's playing a low block. You know what I'm saying? There'll be 11 guys crawling on the floor, bro. And you better believe it's going to be 2 banks of 4. You get behind the ball, lads. So, and I got to respect him for that. You got to respect him for that. But at the end of the day, at some point, you're going to have to change your mind. Yeah.
I got something to say.
Please.
To everyone watching, to Igal, to Isa, to everyone, to the Gabos producers behind me. Thank you for setting all of this up, guys. Madrid and Arsenal. Courtois, Rudiger, Valverde, Mbappe, Vinny, Arsenal in 2.
Yeah, we heard that one before.
Bro.
We heard Arsenal going to go unbeaten the whole season, bro. And they lost.
Bernabeu, Madrid the best in champs. Ancelotti knows how to win. Arsenal in 2. That's what I gotta say. That's all I've got to say. See you in the semi-final. And I called this before. I said Madrid will lose to Arsenal. Maybe I get laughed at, but everybody now has this on
I can't see Marino and Tierney scoring against that Madrid bet. I can't lie.
Hang on, Marino's done that. Marino's done that for Sociedad. I'm fairly certain. But look, what I will say is, I'm not trying to gas Marino up. By the way, I'm not even going to bother starting that narrative. But what I was going to say was, you know, what would be the most classic Arsenal thing to happen ever? It would, the most classic Arsenal scenario I can possibly dream of is that Arsenal beat Real Madrid and they get knocked out by Unai Emery and Aston Villa in the next round. That would be as peak Arsenal as it could possibly get. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, man. Sometimes Arsenal fans, this is what bothers me, though, bro. If you don't play Villa and Prem and you've lost to Villa, bro, it's a loss that's not great, but it's a loss. Like Villa's a decent squad, yeah. Now we're saying, I understand what you're saying. Like, oh yeah, you beat Madrid and lose to Villa, but I think if you man get to the semi-finals and lose to whoever you lose to, Arsenal need to start taking some of these wins, man. Forget the Prem. Champions League semi-finals is different. Knowing that you man are smelly in Europe, you haven't been in Europe, bro. You can't what. So if you beat Madrid, you just want to win the whole competition. There's levels, bro. This is knockout.
What are you talking about, bro? Listen, if you beat in like 5 of the last 10 seasons or 6 of the last 10 seasons, if you beat Real Madrid, you win the bloody trophy, bruv. That's the team to beat. That is the team to beat. Like, so for me, bro. Yeah, no, but I'm saying along the way, if you've played Inter Milan, the champions of Italy, if you've played PSG, the champions of France, if you beat Real Madrid, if you beat the champions of the Netherlands, bro, at some point you got to be like, bro, if we get pammed out by the guy we fired 5 years ago, bro, you got to look at it as a major embarrassment. You can't look at that and go, yeah, fucking John McGinn and Tyrone Mings have knocked us out. At that point, you got to set the whole place on fire, bro.
So it's a lose-lose, bro. So if you lose to Madrid, oh, shock, we lost to Madrid, we're not good enough. If you beat Madrid and lose to Villa, oh, we lost to Emery and his boys. Bro, I'm not a Teta sympathizer here.
Listen, losing to Madrid, to Madrid is losing to Madrid, bro. I don't think anybody in the world, I don't think any coach in the world outside of Barcelona manager, has the risk of getting fired if they get fried by Real Madrid. That's probably the only man in the world in world football who, if they get fried by Real Madrid, your job is on the line. You can't stay here. Everyone else, if Real Madrid come in and run a roughshod over them, Sir Alex Ferguson can have R9 score a hattie at OT. His job is safe. You just got done by one of the best of all time. So Real Madrid is like a free pass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to say something. I want to say something. Despite Arsenal's weakness in attack, if you went and watched the game and saw Rudiger was playing with a parachute on. He was kind of dead, bro. So I do think Real Madrid, besides the right side where Valverde's playing there and helping out, I think there's going to be gaps, man. I do think so. I think it's going to be a very interesting tie. I'm going Arsenal, and I really want it to happen. I don't know if Saka will be back for that, Igor. What's the latest on your boy, man? I know you follow every single move.
Bro, if you type in Saka on Twitter, bro, it's just 100,000 memes of him in a rejuvenation tank, people doing judge, people doing Chinese medicine, and the whole 9 yards. I don't know if he is going to be fit or not. But one thing I will say is when Tuchel was managing Chelsea and Rudiger was at Chelsea, bro, year after year, home and away, we used to dog walk that guy to the point where they started playing 5 at the back. When he's playing 4 at the back, Rudiger used to get sent shopping. Now, I like him. I think all of this greatest centre back in the world talk is massive hyperbole. I don't think he's the best or anywhere near it personally. But I mean, he's an elite centre back. They've got a ton of injuries. They've got remember, Tchouaméni got suspended in the game yesterday.
That might be advantage Madrid, bro, because he's been a bit iffy, man. He's been a bit shaky, honestly.
Bro, Militao's injured. Carvajal's injured. Like, they've got a lot of guys who are like key guys who are out. But with that being said, I mean, they can plug in Bellingham, they can bring in Modric, they can start Mbappe and all those guys. Let's see how it goes, bro. Second leg, Bernabeu, we will be there. We will be the first leg. I mean, I think it's going to be nip and tuck. We've got to play. We've got to play backs against the wall. But second leg, I'm playing Saka if he's in a body bag, bruv. We're rolling him onto the grass. We're rolling.
We didn't talk about the most controversial moment of the tie, the Alvarez penalty.
Yes,
the Alvarez penalty. Bro, I want to hear you lots of thoughts. Iga, what do you think, man?
Listen, man, I'll be honest with you. I think the way that the sport is headed right now, it's like I'm losing more and more interest by the day. When we start penalizing things like this, where anybody with two eyes, anybody even just listening on the radio, bro, fucking Stevie Wonder listening on the radio would be able to see that this guy momentarily slipped, and then like you can see if you watch it frame by frame, his left foot goes. Was it left foot? Yeah, I think his left foot touched it first. He goes like that, and then the right foot is almost about to connect already. So there's like a tiny little touch that happens, but it's 110% non. There's nobody whose brain can move fast enough to even conjure that trick up. Yeah, so you have to look at it on a case by case basis and go, yeah, bruv, look. Sorry, he pulled a fast one. You can't be like, yeah, the ball has got 600 sensors in it and we have 455 cameras pointed at it and it's disallowed because you've taken two touches. Brother, that rule was made so people didn't pass it forward and smash it with the other one. Not for this.
Also, what happens when, bro, let's say 3 or 4 players slip, and the same shit happened to them. Yeah. At what point do you say then, bro, I've never taken a penalty and I've slipped because I'm running incorrectly, bro. You slip because of us, like the pitch, bro. You don't just slip.
Like surface, yeah.
So, at what point do you say, oh yeah, 4 men slipped? Are all 4 penalties a miss, bro? Because another guy slipped for Atletico. Who was it? The guy that came on, Touré, the small right winger. He slipped, but he scored, yeah. And they were slipping all over the place, bro. So at what point do you go, this is out of their control, man?
Like Correa.
No, but listen, at the end of the day, bro, it's like whatever the reason, it's a double hit, bro. It's a double hit on the ball. Sometimes it can aid you in scoring a goal. Sometimes it can disadvantage you. I think what should have happened is
retake. If it can
retake, I think a retake would have been fair, especially if it's an accidental slip. Let him retake it, not like
exactly,
a miss.
But also, I would love to know, how was it flagged, bro? How was it? Because
Courtois, he called it. Yeah, he called it out. He's like double hit.
I don't even want to call him what I want to call him, but wow, bro, how did he see it?
Outrageous. But yeah, man, it was a gutting scenario. Obviously, they go home now to lick their wounds. They're still in the race. They're playing Barcelona this weekend. I think they're 1 or 2 points off the top of the table. It's been that La Liga race has been unreal this season as well. Been such a good race. So let's see if they can lick their wounds quick enough. And I think whilst we're on that topic, we can give Barcelona a very quick mention. Man, that Yamal Rafinha combination, that understanding on the pitch, it's like they've been playing together all their lives. I don't know if you saw it. It was the first goal, I think it was. Rafinha is thinking to come short to try and get the ball, and Yamal notices that he's coming short, and he tells him, no. He literally gives him a hand motion. No, stay up there. And then he beats 2 guys, yeah. He just cuts past 2 guys like in like FIFA fashion, and he just, I don't know if it was outside of the boot, arrows one in directly into the path of Rafinha, and Rafinha would have been at least 15 yards further back had he not listened to Yamal. Like the IQ, the confidence to know I'm going to beat these 2 guys and put an absolute pinpoint on it. Man, I know the stats aren't in his favor, but that kid is going right to the very, very top of the game. Did we watch it? What do we think?
Bro, you know me and Rising Ballers, yeah, but this guy is a gem, bro. Bro, the guy plays, the confidence that he plays with, yeah, it's not one of those, it's not, you know, there's dead ballers with confidence and you just want to slap them.
Yeah.
This guy delivers, bro, yeah. To go straight into his goal as well, yeah, that whip. bro, the way he hit it, bro, the way he hit the ball, I was like, it shouldn't, like, I couldn't predict a goal from the way he hit it. And then it wasn't fast, it wasn't that fast, but bro, he's got that like finesse, pinpoint accuracy, the curve he generates. That guy, bro, at 16 years old, I'm telling you, I couldn't ping a ball, bro, like a distance. I don't know how these guys, the training, the juices, the powers they've been developing, yeah. But that player is special. And you know what I think? You mentioned Rafinha and Yamal, yeah. I think Lewandowski plays a part in that, bro. When you have two guys that just want to, bro, he's the killer, bro. When he has two players that just like want to do their thing, you got the Lewandowski, like the more mature guy playing it off him. Bro, I think Barcelona, I said PSG is one of the most exciting teams. It's because I think Barcelona is the most exciting team, bro. And I think Barcelona, I really want the Yamal guy to cook and get to the final and maybe win it. Rafinha, however, we've touched on Ballon d'Or. Bro, he's already, I think, like top 10 campaigns ever in the Champions League in terms of goals. And I think he's got like 4 goals or 5 goals to beat Messi, Ronaldo's highest ever campaign, yeah? And I'm not even, forget goals only. When you watch the guy, bro, he probably misses so many, like, not misses. I think keepers save so many of his attempts. He still bags, but the way he's got that bottom right, bottom left corner finishing on lock, bro, it's like he's got that a FIFA badge, bro, that unlocks that for him. He's so good at finishing from distance. He's fast, he's exciting, he's tricky. And we all rated him when he was in the Prem. Taking it up a notch, bro.
But bro, we can talk about all the attributes here, but the craziest thing about him, bruv, is the work rate defensively, bro. And the Leeds fans say the exact same thing about him. When you watch him, bro, he is a dog on defense. Like, it's so hard because, bro, he's like carrying so much of a offensive load for the team. But bro, there's no ego about it. And also, you mentioned obviously Lewandowski. I think he's got like another 21 to 23 in the league this season. But also, like, for that exact same goal we were talking about, where he tells Rafinha to stay up there, Lewandowski also kind of times his run to drag the centre back away so that pass is on in the first place. So he's still kind of got, even though these two guys are the stars of the show, Lewandowski's still got the most goals in the team. And he's got the most goals in the team, and he's got like a center of gravity about him. Yesterday they win 3-1, I think it was. 2 goals by Rafinha. I think who scored the third one? Was it Ferran Torres? Maybe.
That would shock me. That would shock me because he
I think it might have been, bro. I might have to look at the scores again, but to the best of my knowledge, that was who was behind it. No, sorry, it was Yamal. What am I thinking?
That was the game. Wasn't that the game where he bent it? Yeah, that was the game where he bent it himself. And to add, we mentioned PSG's midfield. Bro, Barcelona's midfield has the legs, the youth, also the excitement, like such young players, small players, and they control everything, bro. They just use their body and legs. You don't see them getting into like, oh, I'm a big muscle man or I'm a big strong midfielder. It's just all about energy, movement, intelligence. Super exciting.
So look, I mean, obviously they've been drawn up against Dortmund next. Which, I mean, I think is potentially the easiest draw they could have gotten. I don't want to write off Borussia Dortmund, but I think, on paper, if you look at PSG, Villa, Arsenal, I'd probably put as the second weakest at the moment. I'd probably put Villa ahead of them in terms of like their goal threat. By the way, I don't want to jump all over the place. We'll get back to Villa because there's one guy I want to talk about who has been unbelievable since he's joined. But what do you think? Barcelona versus Dortmund. That's going to probably be the most entertaining fixture of the entire round of 8, the quarterfinals. What do you think about the potential result? Who goes through, Issa?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I don't want to write off Dortmund. I think they're decent. But maybe, do you know what? Barca just have a bit too much sauce up top, bro. Just a bit too much. I can see goals in the game. I can see quite a lot of goals. I don't think it's going to be cagey affair. But I just think, bro, like with Yamal and Rafinha and Lewandowski, that link up top, and the midfield and how they're being coached, I think Barca will make that one through.
Yeah.
When we're talking about records, bro, this is Girassi guy that plays for them up top. He's on 10 goals, I think 4 assists in 12 appearances in the Champions League. I mean, I don't think the likes of Henry and these kind of players have ever put up these kind of numbers. So the fact that players who can bag 10 goals, I know obviously it's the league format now. It's a completely different structure and people have more chances to score goals. So we're going to see these records getting consistently broken until we get a kind of new established order. But he's on fire as well, man. They've got some ability up top. Dortmund with Bayer as well, Maximilian Bayer. So yeah, I'll be curious to see how that one goes. I want to wrap things up quite.
I do think so. Villa PSG is going to be a really exciting game, by the way.
Yeah,
very exciting. I hope PSG go through despite always wanting the underdog to win. But yeah, to your point, I think Dortmund Barca is exciting. I think Villa PSG. I actually like these matchups as opposed to
fresh.
Like the big. Yeah, fresh matchups.
They feel like fresh matchups. Speaking of Villa, obviously they went through 6-1 on aggregate, 3-0 at home at Villa Park yesterday, including a 9-minute brace by Marco Asensio, bro. Asensio has joined. Bro, we always knew he was a baller. The injuries took his toll. Then he had a couple of dodgy moves.
Let's clarify. Maybe us three. Certain other man, including Booty, the man didn't rate him. They don't want to give him their flowers. So I need to call him
I agree.
I agree. Good player, bro. I agree. He's a good player. Carry on. Sorry, my friend. I just had to clarify.
No, bro. You're absolutely spot on because Booty and his bum chum Arteta both felt as though Asensio was not worth a loan deal. Yeah, now we're better than this, mate. We're better than bringing Marcus Rashford in on a loan. Meanwhile, we got to watch Kieran Tierney play left wing, bro. Raheem Sterling, bro.
Sorry. This is my point about Arsenal fans, and me and you are in agreement here. And Booty doesn't like this, and the others don't like it. There's this element of cockiness, bro. What do you mean we don't want them, bro? Brother, what are you talking about? Like, I don't want to bring Asensio and Rashford in. Bro, imagine you got those two players, by the way. That's a huge bump in quality, yeah? But we don't want Asensio and Rashford. It may impact how much we can spend on wages in the summer on a big player. Bro, what are we doing, bro? Just these men are good players, bro.
Listen, man.
About like the best of the best. And Arsenal are like, bro. It's called.
I don't want to, boys. I don't think we should. I don't think we should sign Ollie Watkins now in January, because it will probably stop us from signing Alexander Isak in the summer. What are you talking about, Alexander? Bro, we got a title challenge we're trying to participate in, and you guys are already writing off the season, bro. And we've got 5 points to go top. At this point in time, bro, you're signing anyone. You're signing an African witch doctor who scored 15 in the high school team, bro. Because you were trying to do anything but play Raheem Sterling, bro. Yesterday, I was watching the game. Raheem Sterling, bro. I thought my Todd was on like 0.5 speed. I was watching Raheem Sterling, bro, couldn't outrun maple syrup being poured, bruv. Like the syrup would catch him and get like drenched, and he's that size that from the bottom would probably cover him and he would drown like an ant, bruv. So when I'm watching this guy, and the Emirates, bro, and sometimes he's got that high crane camera angle. It's like I'm watching like a 5-year-old child trying to run away from his parent. That's the vibe I get watching this guy play football. Once upon a time, he used to have the ability to get away and like the speed was there, even though the physical presence wasn't there. But now, bro, this is what we're playing right now. And 94th minute of the game, he does a 110% 2-foot off the ground red card challenge in a game that we're leading 9-1 on aggregate. Yeah, he does an absolute leg breaker of a challenge. I tried to find it everywhere. I was watching it live. He did a leg break of a challenge, and the referee pulled out the yellow card. It should have been a straight red card. Yeah, but the referee, I'm convinced, believed that the red card would have been an advantage for Arsenal. And so what he's done is he's given him the yellow card, so he's suspended for the first leg. so that in the 90th minute of the Bernabeu, this bastard Arteta is going to get the feeling, oh, I've got to bring Sterling on. And in the 120th minute of the game, Sterling's going to miss a sitter that would have put us through the Bernabeu. Mark my words, this is what's going to happen.
I'm gonna really remember this, bro. If this happens,
Yeah, man.
we're gonna need to get you on all the betting sites.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm promising this is what's going to happen, man. And we'll talk about it on Gabos, and then people will pretend like I never said this. But mark my words on this one, bro. Raheem Sterling is going to cost us the game at the Bernabeu. And the referee knew that. That's why he didn't send them off. But we're getting a bit deviated from our task. I want to just before we wrap things up, boys. I'm going to put the fixtures up again. I want to get your thoughts on who you think's going to go through to the semi-finals of each fixture. There's a couple teams we didn't cover. Bayern Munich. I mean, they're always going to win. But let's have a look at the ties here, and then we'll kind of tackle them one by one. So yeah, okay. PSG versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa will be playing at Villa Park in the second leg, which is, I think, a huge advantage for them. Both coming off big performances.
Having said that, Anfield, Liverpool, and PSG still managed to get the job done, right? So,
bro, Anfield is the biggest. Anfield, they've won one Champions League knockout game there since 2019. The whole Anfield crowd stuff is one of the biggest fugazis. Yeah, it's one of the biggest fugazis, bro.
Maybe in the Champions League. Nah, it's not a fugazi, man. Maybe in the champs.
Bro, when else is it? They do under the floodlights at Anfield. It's Champions League's what they're talking about.
But their home record is solid. But okay, PSG Villa. I'm going PSG. I think PSG after that win, momentum, excitement. Even you saw Enrique, the way he is with his players, bro, is beyond coaching. He actually hypes them up. He's a player coach. He knows how to handle them. Clearly, when he has them belly doing dog work, I'm favoring PSG to go through there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I think they'll just have too much in the bag for Villa over two legs, and they probably have a bit more experience. I don't know. Yeah, PSG. I think PSG is a good shout.
Man, look, I think I really like Aston Villa in terms of like how this squad is built to challenge exactly some of PSG's strengths. If we talk about where PSG are, very, very good, but where you could also kind of make an argument that perhaps some physicality could disrupt their flow that Liverpool weren't able to generate, I would probably say midfield. And when you put in a guy like Kamara in there, you can get Unana as well in there. You got McGinn. They've also got some midfield dogs that they can play. They've got Rodgers, who can kind of slot in that 10 slot, who's also quite a physical presence as well. And they've got options. They've got some depth in that position. So I think it's going to be quite a tight game. And also, man, I think we've seen so much over the years from Unai Emery in terms of just game planning. I'm going to go Aston Villa, man. I'm going to go Aston Villa. Yeah. Just.
I think it's going to be not to spend too long here. PSG. It's going to be a matchup of skill, class versus physicality, dog. I think Villa are going to bring that out, and I think PSG, especially in the midfield, like you said, I think they're going to try to be all over them, and I think PSG will only win if they manage to bring that quality and control the game. If not, if the game isn't controlled by PSG, they lose it.
I think there'll be dirty play by Villa, especially with players like Mings and that. He's going to be leaving stuff in Dembele and whatever. Yeah.
Which I rate, by the way. Which I rate.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do the three. I'm going to do the three and then give it on. So I got PSG. I'm going to go Arsenal, of course. My biggest pick of the draw, Arsenal. I think, where's the first leg for Arsenal? In Emirates, right?
Emirates,
first leg I'm saying Arsenal get the dub first leg, and then the second leg will be a close fought battle, but Arsenal will hold on in 90 minutes. It doesn't go to extra time. Barca, Dortmund. I'm going Barca. I think the quality gap is pretty big. I think Lewandowski going back to his beloved Dortmund. I think they'll get the job done there. The last tie, Bayern Inter. I think that's a solid game.
It's a
Man.
solid game.
A part of me, as much as we hate to sympathize with any human being, let alone a football player, a part of me wants Kane to do well. Having said that,
Yeah.
Inter Milan to go through. I don't want him to do well that bad. It would be nice, but I'm taking it Inter. So I got PSG, Arsenal, Barca, Inter in the semis.
Okay. Isa.
I'll start with Bayern. Bayern Inter. I'm just gonna have to go Bayern, bro. Attacking wise, they're top notch. Inter are looking like a good outfit, but I just think Kane's got something to prove. I think Bayern will have too much for them. Barca, Dortmund. Like I said, I think open game, but I think Barca edge it over 2 legs. Arsenal, Madrid. I think Madrid spank Arsenal over 2 legs. To be honest, I think.
Yeah.
Listen, though, Arsenal got fair few injuries. I don't know who will be available for that game, who wouldn't, but just too much sauce in that Madrid team from back to front. I think Arsenal won't be able to live with them over 2 legs. So that's my picks.
Nice. Well, yeah, I mean, for aforementioned reasons, I think the doggishness of Aston Villa is going to come to the fore. I'm going to go with. I'm actually going to go 3-2 Aston Villa over 2 legs. I think they'll probably lose maybe 2-1. No, sorry. I think they'll probably lose a tight game, maybe 1-0 at Paris, and then have a historic night at Villa Park. I mean, we've seen some Villa Park performances, especially in the Champions League, where they can just start getting, just in the mood. Man, I think there's one point that separates Inter Milan, who are in first, from Napoli, who are in second place. Conte going for his return to Serie A league title, but the consistency of this team, bruv, and the quality of the coaching from Simone Inzaghi, especially you got to think about that he's playing. Sometimes he was playing. I think he had guys like Alexis Sanchez, Mkhitaryan, Lautaro Martinez, who's a colossal bum. I know they're touting around Europe again, but I did not rate him one bit. De Vrij, Dumfries, like he's been playing around with some of like the rejects of Europe, and he's just got them just playing this free flowing 3-5-2 style with Thuram and Martinez up top. I think he's just going to show Company a tactical masterclass. I think Bayern have looked vulnerable throughout the season, and I think Inter Milan are going to get the result over 2 legs. I'm not going to go for a high scoring one. I think it's going to be 1-1 at the Allianz Arena, and then I think 1-0 at the San Siro. I think Inter Milan win that 2-1. I think Barca at home first leg, they need to go out for a blowout performance, man. We've seen Dortmund open their cheeks on numerous occasions. It's in the club's DNA. I'm going to go for a high scoring one on that one. I think it's going to be like 4-1 Barca. I think they just got too much momentum going for them. And I think it'll be a bit more of a cagey game, but I've got a comfortable victory for Barcelona. And then the final game, I think Arsenal are going to have a good performance away from home. I think the first leg, I think they're going to stink it up, bruv. I think Real Madrid could come out of the blocks hot, and I think we could get caught cold. And at home, we've not looked very good when the pressure's on and like everyone's like got that nervous energy. I think that nervous energy transmits over to this team, and they just start playing like absolute worseals, bruv. But I think the first leg is going to be where the damage is done. I think the second leg we're going to be chasing.
Bro, surely some of the London boys gonna try and get tickets for that. That's gonna be. I mean, for an Arsenal fan, that's a nice game to go to.
That's as big as it gets. It's as big as
Yeah,
it
man.
gets, man. It's as big
Exciting
as it gets.
draw, man. Exciting draw, exciting games, exciting teams. I'm rooting for the I'd say probably the under. No, I'm rooting for the teams I like more right now.
You're looking for entertainment factor. The entertainment factor.
That's what it is. Yeah. Khalas, I've made the transition, bruv. Let me enjoy the
Good.
football, man. That's it.
Good. You've supported enough bums over the years, man. It's time to just to enjoy the winners win. But look, boys, really appreciate you guys joining me today. It was a nice long session, a throwback to the old days. We'll be getting this one up ASAP. Thank you for tuning in, and keep it locked and loaded. We'll hopefully have some more content for you guys shortly.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace, my people. Enjoyed that one.